Hello, Times Cryptic, let's go. Start to concentrate before Bishop leads meeting in intellectual manner. Meeting could be rally. I just think in intellectual manner suggests perhaps a word ending ly, and rally also ends ly. Let me just put that in for the while. Story about female underwear I originally read in bookshop abroad. I think this is library. So story is lie about female underwear, bra. I originally read, the original letter of the word read, in. Yeah, originally applies to read and in. That gives library, which is a bookshop in France. Actress to feel bad about taking off a dress. Nothing to finish with. Well, I can see that Greta Garbo fits the letter pattern, and Greta Garbo was an actress. So, to feel bad is to regret. About is re, Latin for about, taking off. So regret without re is gret. A is a, dress is garb, and nothing to finish with just tells us to put an O at the end. Fantastic. Composer using 4 notes or none. Gosh, so many composers. Which of them have a G in third place? 4 notes suggests that we could be looking at 4 of the letters from A to G, which are the musical notes. John, I think it's John Cage, is an American composer. And this comprises 4 letters from A to G, hence 4 musical notes. And the reference to or none is because one of the works which he composed was, I think, called 3 minutes 14 seconds, something like that. But the piece was performed by playing no notes at all, just silence. Money, that is, held by opposing sides. This is riel. So riel is a type of currency, hence money. That is i.e., short for id est, Latin for that is. Held by opposing sides, held by right and left. They're abbreviations. Now, surely this is enough. Start to concentrate. Before Bishop leads meeting. Well, I can see that this is, I think, cerebrally, because cerebrally means in intellectual manner. So, start to concentrate is the initial letter. Before is air, which is poetic for before. Bishop is B, the chess abbreviation. Leads or is in front of meeting. Rally, that gives cerebrally, in intellectual manner. French mathematician developed basis with Laplace. This is Blaise Pascal. Blaise Pascal was a French mathematician and developed as an anagram indicator for basis and Laplace. And I think by I, that looks correct. Easy to make a mistake with these foreign sounding words. I would like to try and get this confirmed. So basis, we've got 4 of the letters for basis in Blaise, just missing the S, and we remove the S from Pascal, add EL. Yeah, this is definitely the letters in basis and Laplace. Fine, instrument used in dramatization. This is Amati. So Amati, like Stradivarius, is a breed of violin, and used in is a hidden indicator. So in the middle of dramatization, beginning with the first A, we can read Amati. A small number helping almost everyone having high hopes. So helping in crossword world often refers to ration, and I think it goes in this location because we've then got almost everyone, which is another crosswording chestnut. Everyone is all, so almost everyone is all of all apart from its last letter. Now, A is A, small is S, the clothing abbreviation. Ooh, having high hopes is surely aspirational, but where's the P? A is A, small, small is S, the clothing abbreviation, number is pi, and then helping is ration, and almost everyone is AL. Poet Edmund eats soft food that comes in rolls. Well, soft food is pap. Poet Edmund, well, Edmund Spenser was the poet. Eats soft food, so the thing which is eating the soft food is 4 letters followed by ER. That comes in rolls. No, not getting that. Examinations of small vessel within bigger one. I wonder if the bigger vessel is SS for steamship. Examinations. Nope, not getting that. Human replica evolved like characters in Fahrenheit 451. So evolved looks like an anagram indicator for human replica. Like, yeah, this is alphanumeric. So alphanumeric means containing a mixture of letters and numbers, and the characters in Fahrenheit 451 are precisely that. And this is an anagram of human replica by I. At rest, so we abandoned cars. So abandon looks like an anagram indicator, and there are 10 letters in at rest, so we. So I think we're looking for a word meaning cars, and we have 2-seaters. Yeah. Now, is that really an anagram of at rest, so we? Yes, it is. Fantastic. Now we've got a W in this paper clue. Poet Edmund. Well, what comes in rolls is wallpaper. So why is Waller Poet Edmund? I can only imagine that there is a poet called Edmund Waller, but I have never heard of them. So that's as far as I can take that. Change, still perceived as feature of church. This is altarpiece. So perceived is a homophone indicator. So change is alter, A-L-T-E-R, and still is peace, P-E-A-C-E, and that sounds like altar and peace in the answer. And an altarpiece is a feature of church. Now, an orphan clue. Examinations of small vessel within bigger one. Yeah, I think this is scans. A scan is an examination, not the sort you would do in school, but if you examine something, you could be scanning it. And a can is a small vessel within a bigger one within SS for steamship. Wow, 2 more orphans. English lord failing to keep a right. Sword. Well, an epee is a sword. English is E, the abbreviation. Flawed is peer, failing to keep right. Without R, the abbreviation for right, that gives épée, which is a sword. Killed, a large number. This is slew, double definition. Slew means killed, and slew also means a large number. Right to graze cattle in former city once upon a time. This is pasturage. So pasturage is the right to graze cattle. Former city is a city in Babylon. Once upon a time. How is this working? I can see past and age, both of which have time connotations. Former city, Right, got it. So former is past. City once is upon a time, upon age. That gives pasturage, which is right to graze cattle. Ditched plane, caught side on in crash. Wow, what is this? Don't know. One apprehended by journalist with court order. This is edict. So one is I because they look similar. Apprehended by journalist, ed, short for editor, with court with CT, the abbreviation. That gives edict, which is an order. Foreign capital, quietly blocking raised matter of only local interest. No idea. City, halved effort to stop protection. Yeah, I think this is Sheffield. So Sheffield is a city in England. Halved effort, well, half of effort is the first three letters, EFF, to stop or to be in the middle of protection, shield. Great, F looks useful. Legislation brought by British, bad old folk, not looking good. So this could begin bill of. That's a bill is connected with legislation. That would place an L here. Restrict, learner with self-aggrandizing boast. Nope. Bird lives on Irish beaches primarily. This is ibis. An ibis is a bird. Lives is. On Irish beaches primarily, well, the primary letters of Irish beaches are I and B. Trick, rogue, quietly departing. Don't know. Yes, do know. Scam. A scam is a trick, and a rogue is a scamp. Quietly is P, Italian for piano, which means quietly. Departing, leaving scamp. Therefore, scamp is left. Therefore, scam is left, which is a trick. Parable I utilised in original way to convey meaning primarily. No, I thought it would be straightforward with all these letters in. For instance, net, something no longer deemed fashionable. Yeah, I think this is back number. This is old slang. So something no longer deemed fashionable is a back number. That's the old slang. That's the definition. How does the rest work? For instance, net. Yeah. Net reversed is 10. So net could be regarded as a number being backed or a back number, as in reversed. Restrict. I think this is limit. So limit means restrict. Learner is L because you have L plates for learner drivers in the UK. with self-aggrandizing boast. Well, the boast is I'm it. Fantastic. Okay, so this is now an orphan clue. I'm going to put in similitude just because I can see that that fits the letter pattern. Let me see if the wordplay or definition agree with this. So, parable. I utilized. So, similitude could be a parable. I think in original way is an anagram indicator for I utilized to convey meaning, primarily to convey the primary letter of meaning. So an anagram of I utilized about M gives similitude, which is a parable. But is this really I utilized? I think so. Let me just count the I's. 2 in utilized, 1 in I. So there should be 3 I's, and there are, okay, I feel slightly shaky about that, but I'm going to leave it in. So this does look like bill of something. Well, there's a bill of rights, isn't there? Maybe this is the answer. So bill of rights is legislation brought by British. B, the abbreviation. Bad, ill. Old, O, the abbreviation. Folk, not looking good. Yeah, if somebody is a fright, that's a derogatory way of saying that they're not looking great. So folk not looking good could be frights, plural. Fantastic. Let me pause and do my quick typo squares. Make sure everything that's in is as intended. Yeah, all the acrosses looking good. Downs looking okay. Yeah, okay, so the final push. Foreign capital. Yeah, I think this is parish something. So Paris is a foreign capital. Quietly blocking raised matter of only local interest. Yeah, this is parish pump. So foreign capital is Paris. Quietly is P for piano, as discussed earlier. Blocking raised matter, blocking hump. That gives parish pump, which is an adjective meaning of only local interest. Particle of meat, not dry. Ooh, what's this? Dry could be TT, it could be sec, SEC. So it looks like we're looking for a word meaning meat, that we remove from that a synonym for dry, and we're left with particle. No idea. Parties set up, something to eat. This is Spud. So party is a reference to the DUP, the Democratic Union Party, a party in Northern Ireland. So parties is DUPS, and set up is a reversal indicator. That gives Spud, which is something to eat. Ditched. Plain. Caught. Side on. In crash. What is this? These letters not particularly helpful, even though there's 4 of them. Ditched. No, this is scary because both of these clues didn't provide much traction on first reading. Let me stick with 27 across for a while. Let me just confirm all of the crossing letters. I think all of them are correct. Do we have any indication as to how 22 ends? No. ditched, jettisoned, phew. And do we get a helpful crossing letter? Ish. So jettisoned means ditched. Plane is jet. Caught. Yeah. Okay, so caught is a homophone indicator. Plane is jet, J-E-T, and that sounds like J-E-double-T. And then in crash is an anagram indicator for side on. So the final clue. Particle of meat. Not dry. Yes, this is muon. So a muon is a particle in physics. Meat is mutton. Not dry, not TT, which is short for teetotal. And dry can be used to mean teetotal. So there we go. Every clue solved. Every clue explained. No empty squares. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Wow, what a beautiful puzzle. I loved that. Ridiculously fast start, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. And certainly the recent run of Monday puzzles has been on the easier side. And I think this is following in that pattern. So hopefully there'll be a bit more variety coming up. But I would say the snitch for this one is going to be in the, well, probably in the 50s or 60s. Now, if you do like stronger fare, more difficult than any of the Times crosswords are the Mephisto crosswords. And I feature one every month on Patreon. And I solved the latest one just this weekend, yesterday. And it was sensational, absolutely fantastic. And it was just such a pleasure to solve although the Times has got a far greater reputation and far greater profile than the Mephisto crossword. The Mephisto puzzle, I feel, is just the art form close to perfection. It's at that peak level where if you made it any harder, you couldn't really solve it without aids, but it is solvable without aids, and I think most of its aficionados do solve it without aids. And certainly, if you can do the Times puzzle, you should be able to have a bash at the Mephisto. But what I particularly love about the Mephisto, apart from the clues being beautiful, is the obscurity of the vocabulary. I've always loved obscure words, and the Mephisto puzzle is based on words in Chambers' dictionary, and that contains just so many beautiful and wild and wonderful words. Anyway, the puzzle I solved yesterday will be released on Patreon on the 1st of May 2025, and all 6 videos are released on Patreon at the same time on the same date, and 3 of them are crosswords, 3 of them are Scrabble videos. Back to this puzzle, absolutely super stuff. I loved it. I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.